The Razorbacks taking the stage at SEC Media Days this morning, and our Patriot Nation team crew was up very early today, bringing you all the best coverage. They're going to keep that rolling right now. Drew Ammon and DJ Williams both joining us live right now.
What's up there? Yeah, and we'll start that in terms of rolling on with the coverage with a controversial topic. Actually, we were talking about this outlet, this media outlet that started in 2018 inside the team. This gives former players a voice, and it was actually created by former D1 student athletes, the voice to hold coaches accountable. In fact, it criticized Chad Morris for not developing relationships with players. In fact, it was a former Hog who remained anonymous doing that. And in the meantime, he also criticized Chad Morris for predetermining the starters prior to this season.
I put zero credibility into somebody that's going to put something anonymous out there. And you talk to our players and you talk to our guys and you walk into our locker room. I mean, you know, I'm putting no credibility into that.
Do you re-examine your player relationship status, though, based on that criticism?
Well, we always do that every year. And we go through and visit with our guys, and you know our purpose is relationships. We've talked about that. We talk about it over and over. Our relationships with our players, relationships with our coaches. But that's something that's on the constant forefront of who we are.
Coach Chad, I really believe, is a player coach. Like, if you got a problem, you can come to him or come to the leaders on the team and ask for their problem to be done. If we're doing something wrong and we get punished for it, he always tries to make it better for us so we don't get punished as badly. So I can't say Coach Chad is not for everybody on the team when I feel like he is.
I'll give you this in terms of my opinion, and that is I thought Brett Bielema was a really big players coach. I don't think Chad Morris is as much of a players coach as Brett Bielema, but take that with a grain of salt. Having said that, I do think that this is ridiculous, this website, honestly, because they allow these former players to remain anonymous in their comments.
I think Coach Bielema was too much of a players coach, if you ask me. I think Coach Morris, straddles that line and plays it very well. But this just sounds like somebody's just really crying, or they got their feelings hurt that, they were told they were everything before back in the day in high school, get to college, and the competition gets real, and they don't do what they need to do to earn that starting spot, so they just start pointing fingers. And, we criticize Coach Morris for not telling us who the starter is. Now we don't want him to predetermine any starters. I mean, ask the quarterbacks last year if any starter had a safe job. So you earn your spot, and I think Coach Morris does that very fairly, and the players spoke, very highly of him today.
Switching gears, Terry, I know you got a couple of running backs.